YouTube, what's up? It's your boy Crypto J coming at you guys with yet another J Talks Crypto. If it's your first time tapping in, hit the subscribe button as well as the bell notification. Do my best each and every day to give you guys the top picks in cryptocurrency. And guys, I am on a mission to hit 100,000 subscribers. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. Can't do it without you, brother. But let's talk about some crypto, right? We'll talk about some Toshi. As you guys can see, total market cap coming in today at 3.17, right? Bitcoin coming in at a 95.6, VanEck index coming in at a 40. And I told you guys how key that resistance was, right? Or that level of support was right there at 96.5, right? Well, it looks like we've sold off a little bit. We do talk about the fact also that on this channel, we talk about the fact that a lot of the time we see sell-off happen into the weekend. The fact that we were seeing that funky price action on a Saturday was not good. That rounding out of this was not good, right? We don't want to see that happen on a Saturday. We want to see us start really having more of a recovery and not rounding out this pattern at all. But let's see what's kind of going on Bitcoin. Again, I told you guys that we broke this trend, right? We wanted to see this thing start to create some kind of cup and handle. We rejected off this 99. How key this rejection was. This was a massive rejection right here at 99. This really hurt right here. You're not gonna lie. So you guys can see it hurt bad. A lot of the market seen a lot of red. Market dropped all the way down to 94. Reshot, we retested 96, but I was telling you guys, it's just we really need to break above the 97 and get back up there. But again, this rising wedge right here is not good. It's a sign of correction. As you guys can see, we see it right here. We see the correction that happened, and then now we're starting to break down, right? Let's see what's going on these more microcharts. Remember, we rejected off that one day, right? Show you exactly what I mean, right? We see there's our 1 day candles, and we rejected right here. This was at 99, and I was like, guys, this is really, it's a really big level right here. I was telling you guys that, and we rejected off of it. So now we're starting to break down off of some key support on Bitcoin right now. So maybe we'll see a retest of possibly some lower levels, right? Let's see just how far this can go. And look, right, we rejected a couple times on Bitcoin on this middle level. Then we dropped down, which is not good. And then we rejected again, also not good. Created this bear flag right here. And now we're trending right here. And I tell you guys, when we are unable to break up out of this second level, and I'm not saying it won't be able to, even though right now this is not looking healthy at all. It looks like it is probably going to more than likely have a rejection off of this 1 hour. Because again, look, the 30 minutes breaking down even too. And it's resting right on this level right here. And this is also not good, right? Because we have no upward momentum, right? So like really, if I'm trading shorts, I would be short on it right now. Today's Sunday. Yeah. To be honest with you, I'd be probably kind of short on this chart. Again, right? We got that shoulder, head, shoulder, right? Playing out. And it's already broke past the neckline too. So there's a pretty good significant chance that we drop down at least to this level of support here. We are holding this Keltner channel down here, but this is going to cause a lot of fear in the market. And what I was just saying in yesterday's video too, is just like, we were creating a wedge right here, right? We created a wedge and then saw that sell off. Well, we were also creating a wedge right here, and we were creating a bear flag right here too, right? We talked about the fact that we were seeing these rejections. We saw this thing reject here. We saw it reject here off. And then we started rejecting below this this third level of this Keltner channel. I was telling you, once we start trending below the third level of that Keltner channel, it starts becoming a slippery slope, right? And look what's happening right now on Bitcoin chart on the 1 minute, right? If we start trending below this line, it could be a slippery slope, right? The similar type of way that we just saw that play out before, we can possibly see it play out again. Again, this was a big rejection the other day that we had at 99. So I'm definitely paying attention to how low this can go. We're watching the spill off happen literally right now. I told you I would be short on it right here. And that would have probably been a good bet, right? But how low can Bitcoin go? Nobody really knows. Let's see, you can turn around this candle. But I don't think so. I don't think they're going to turn around this candle. They will right in my face. But I'm pretty sure, like, let's see, right? We talk about the fact that if we reject off this bottom level, a lot of the time, it turns into like a similar type of situation to this where it can be a slippery slope. So we're retesting it right now. And you can see there's some hesitance in the market. We'll see if Crypto J is right about this. Oh, interesting. Finding some kind of possible support. Maybe. Are we still breaking down now? We really got to start printing some green, right? Maybe we found some support down here. You can see the little line right here going across. But more than likely, guys, this is looking like it's going to break down. If I had to still bet, I would still bet that this is probably still going to go down. But I kind of want to see it now. Kind of want to see how this plays out now. We'll check on it, right? We'll check on it, but let's go check on Toshi right now. As you guys can see, Toshi's getting volatile too, with Bitcoin just breaking down off that key resistance. Also creating some volatility in Toshi. We talked about the fact that, with Bitcoin creating that rising wedge, it also made Toshi create a rising wedge. Then Toshi created pretty much very similar type of pattern to Bitcoin, right? Happening on Toshi. Like, it's super similar. That's why I'm telling you, this coin's pretty much running with Bitcoin right now. Do you want to pay attention to, though, because now we got, like, shoulder, head, shoulder, possibly on Toshi. Again, only looking that way because of the way that Bitcoin looks, because this coin has been performing really nicely. And in my opinion, it still is performing really nicely. But again, now looking like we might see, might need to see what happens with Bitcoin, because Toshi might find some support here, maybe on the 2 hour, but looking like we might see prices dropping into the Sunday. Interesting. Might find a 3-day chart though. 3-day chart looking really strong on Toshi. Actually, I'm not mad at the 3-day at all, but are we going to lose some of this support here on the 3-day? That's what I want to know. 1 week not looking so hot. All right, we'll turn that around. This coin is definitely holding, man. I mean, holding up a lot better than a lot of the market. A lot of these coins getting hit like 60, 70%. Toshi really starting to see this Bitcoin volatility. I told you guys, if we break off of this, that 96.5 yesterday in yesterday's video that I talked about, it was really important. But that us breaking above 98, that was key. That happened. Then we just shot up to 99 and we rejected. My heart broke a little bit, bro. But not like it's the end of the bull cycle. I just want to point that out too. I really don't think it's the end of the bull cycle. And I'm going to talk to you guys about that, as a matter of fact, right? Because a lot of people wondering, like, are we at the top of our cycle, right? And why I don't think so, I'll just tell you why I don't think so. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Some people saying that some of these models that I go by are wrong. I don't think that they're wrong. I just don't think that they're like fully like 100% accurate, but I feel like they're decently pretty accurate, and you can kind of see how it's moved in the past, right? This is our stock to flow, right? We'll cover a couple different models again on why I don't feel like the cycle's broken. But as you guys can see, every time that Bitcoin gets into this zone of this red, it's just been historically like a really good time to pick up, right? Right here, right here, right here. And then we get into this orange, right? It's orange, right? This orange, right? And very rarely is the orange a top, right? Here it was kind of a top, right? And then we saw some sell-off. After we went to orange, we saw sell-off, right? Here we went orange, and then we saw some sell-off, right? But then we shot right back up, right? Here, same thing. We went orange, we chopped up a little bit, and then we shot up, right? Let's see if, well, I wish I can get a little bit of a better, let's see if this explains it better. Not too much better, right? But you could see there was some consolidation. I've been drawing similarities of this cycle to 2016, 2017 cycle. To me, it looks pretty similar. We haven't had a clear blow off top on Bitcoin yet. Every time you could see our cycle looks like a clear blow off top, right? So you can see Bitcoin, it does this thing and then it shoots up and has this blow off top, right? And then it has this correction. This is a significant correction, by the way. This that's occurred is a sneeze. This was a significant correction, but again, as the coin gets bigger, there's gonna be less volatility. But as you can see, every time that we go up on Bitcoin, we have a blow off top here. Again, blow off top, right? 2016, 2017, a lot of people thinking that this was the end. This was the end, right? Same thing, 2020. I remember Bitcoin sitting around like right here. People thinking that this was the top. I remember people thinking that 20K was the top too. Where was that? Remember right here. Like people thinking that 20K was the top too. You know? So, again, I'm long on Bitcoin. I'm long on this space. You know, sometimes these things take a while to reach a new all-time high, right? So right here, we were at 50, around like 58. This was around 2021, right? And then it took us a little while, right, to get back. So are we going to see something similar to that? Like, is that would be an indicator that like maybe we topped out and there's not going to be another Bitcoin rally for a really long time. But in my opinion, guys, again, more similar to this cycle here. This is what I'm paying attention to the most with this Bitcoin consolidation because it just looks so similar. In my opinion, this looks so similar to this. Let's talk about it also on some of these other charts too, right? Oops. Not all the way back. Let's go here, right? So let's talk about it on the beam indicator too. Beam indicator is another indicator that's showing me that, again, very similar, right? 2016, 2017. Look what we did. We dropped into this red. And by the way, to read the view indicator, you can see this is our zone of longs. This is our zone for shorts. And just kind of when it like goes up in here, usually it's like a good time to be short on the market and long on the market, just based off of the beam indicator. And again, these indicators are not 100%. It's not financial advice. They're just things that you can use to kind of predict an educated guess. That's all we can do, guys. All we can do. So you guys can see every time we've gone from red to orange, we've been covering this too. Even when we were in the red, we've always covered this, guys. So red to orange, but again, 2016, 2017, right? We saw a little bit of sell right here, a little bit of craziness going on right before Bitcoin shot up. Similar type of thing happening here, possibly, right? Last time we were in the orange, it was looking more like the orange was coming after a big run up. And in my opinion, we haven't seen the significant run up. This, I don't think, was it. I feel like this is more similar to like this, where now we're going to see some chop. And then in the next couple of months, maybe we'll just like be in like a little funky range. Maybe this will consolidate all the way down to like 80, to be honest with you, Bitcoin. Like CZ said, like 85. But I was hoping with all the bullish things that were going on in crypto with regulation and stuff like that, that things would start going up. But then at the same time, a lot of the time when a lot of this crazy bullish stuff is going on, sometimes you'll get this little sprinkle of bad news. and you'll forget all the crazy good stuff that's going on behind the scenes. And so when things are on sale and you hear all these millionaires are buying because there's all this good stuff going on, then you just kind of get overwhelmed with all the FUD, which I think it's just FUD because, again, we don't know what's going to happen. It's just like bad news sandwich right now. So I'm not eating the bad news sandwich. I'm just going to dollar cost average because I see that that's what's all the billionaires are doing. That's what I'm paying attention to based off of the indicators. Again, you guys don't have to do this kind of stuff, but this is what I'm paying attention to. Also talk about our fear greed index every single video too. Definitely paying attention to that as well. I'm feeling a little more confident actually with this fear greed index looking this way. I know that every time we talked about too, every time that we go into screen, right, we might be seeing a peak. We might be seeing some top action happen, but also we've seen too, where we go in this light orange and we go in light green and then we see a big run up, light orange, light green, right? Light green, light green. Then we go orange. We create this bull flag right here and we had this run up. I think that we might actually still create that bull flag. I've been talking about that bull flag that Bitcoin is creating. And I think that if we still stay solid, like we stayed solid here, yeah, it did drop down into this orange a little bit, but we were able to see a recovery. The consolidation took a decent amount of time though. You can see it took a couple of months, right? So is this going to take a couple months? Is this going to take a couple weeks? How long is this Bitcoin consolidation going to take? I really have no idea. This right here just took a couple of weeks right here. This right here took a couple of months. So again, how long this correction takes, it's really up to Bitcoin. If Bitcoin decides it wants to just drop down and drop the whole market down, that'd be crazy. But in my opinion, I think that if Bitcoin decides it wants to crank, this can be that altcoin cycle, right? You're going to start seeing that altcoin cycle. Everybody's going to be like, this is the altcoin cycle. This is the altcoin cycle. Well, right before the altcoin cycle, there's a little bit of a reset. Right before every big leg up, we have a little bit of a reset. So we'll see if we're seeing that happen in the market right now, right? Lot going on. And actually some of these indicators I'm just seeing for the first time today too. So I'm checking these too. I'm paying attention to our pi cycle. So this is our pi cycle top indicator as well. I'm paying attention to it also. Pi top indicator saying that we might have actually possibly found a top, right? Because look, every time that we start trending above this line significantly, we might be doing something similar to right here. If we reject down below this, then this could be a pretty significant correction. But again, that pretty significant correction could mean we need to drop back down to like 80K. Maybe, like CZ said. Interesting. Or maybe, again, we can hold that 100. This is our 111-day moving average right here. Right? So interesting. I mean, we've touched this bottom a couple times. We were able to ride this a couple times. We still are kind of riding it, but if we start breaking below this 111-day, we might see a similar type of situation to what happened here, right? Look, we broke below this 111-day here, 111-day here. It's really at the a key moment, and that's what I told you guys. But you know what? This is if it drop. I'm pretty sure this is if it drops down below that 92.8 range, because I was saying I'm cool until we drop down below 92.8. Then I'm concerned for Bitcoin seeing some capitulation, and that would pretty much play out to what has already happened around right here. Again, right here, that pretty much would also kind of, I could see that. Yeah, but I want to know what you guys think. I want to know what you guys think about this cycle. Do you guys think that the cycle's over? Do you guys think that we've topped out? Do you guys think that, again, that rejection that we saw on that one day was just so critical? You think that the market's going to start capitulating? Are we going to see something more, again, similar? And this is what I've been saying in all my videos. Can this recovery look something a little more similar to this, right? Where we jump up to 75, we got up to 75, and then we consolidate all the way down to 52. before slingshotting up, creating that bull flag, going back up. Again, now starting to create that McDonald's M, right? I'm not loving it. We saw it play out right here too, right? That McDonald's M, we jumped up and we came and we rejected off. You know, are we gonna see what's gonna happen with Bitcoin? I guess. Look, this is not hot, man. Again, we wanted to start rounding this out and starting to create a cup and handle, but I don't know. I don't know, boys. I don't know. I want to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comment section, and I'll catch you guys next video. Peace.